Okay, now we are at AEW Double or Nothing, and let's get right into it. The first thing I want to address is this fucking crowd. This crowd sucked. They only got into the fan pay-per-view like towards the end. I'm like, guys, you're not watching a bad show. Like, what the hell? The crowd was just like, I don't understand if they just been running Vegas too much. Like, you know how they ran Vegas all week. I don't know what was going on. The crowd was fucking stupid, man. But let's start it off here. We get the Ass Boys and Ethan Page versus Matt, Jeff, and Hook. Matt and Jeff with the spinning cycle. I think that's what that's called. You know, where Matt hits the fist drop and Jeff hits the thing. Side effects for everybody by Matt. They beat up Brother Zay. Jeff ends up botching the Whisper in the Wind. He ends up powerbombing himself. So, you know, Jeff is back. We had a 3D by the Guns. A big boot by Ethan. Double twist of fate. Double twist of fate on Ethan again. And then he taps out to the Red Rum. This was the pre-show match here, and it's over. 21-man Blackjack Battle Royale. Commander does the rope walk, which I don't understand how he wasn't eliminated. All the Mexicans end up working together. We got a double German by Cage to both men. Cage with a powerbomb, strong slam combo. So that was cool. Swerve took his whole time going in. He did the thing where he did not go until like 5 or 8 minutes in. Trent took a bullet for Orange. Basically, the whole time everyone's trying to take out Orange early. Pentagon takes out Phoenix by mistake. Pentagon and Big Bill. And Swerve and Orange Cassidy, the last four. Swerve and Orange are going nuts at the end. The match that Swerve and Orange had at the end was fantastic. Swerve with a kill shot stomp. Orange keeps it. And basically, Orange retains. Well, I love the finish to this, too, where Swerve is trying not to get eliminated. Orange ends up just kicking his hands away, and you just see him reaching, and that's it. That match was fun. I'm not a big fan of battle royals, but what it turned into in the end was really good, and I love how Big Bill got a chance to shine here. He'd eliminated a lot of big name people like Ricky Starks and stuff like that. I hate how Jay White was kind of a joke, but you know, whatever. Chris Jericho versus Adam Cole. Sabu is the enforcer in an unsanctioned match. Basically, this starts off with Garcia, Sabu, everyone's jumping everybody. Sabu and Chris Jericho have a chair battle. Sabu ends up diving through a table, even though he's supposed to be the enforcer, and then we never see him again. Jericho head through the chair, super kick by Cole mid-lion salt where he almost died. Fire extinguisher by Cole. We get a code breaker for a near fall. Britt comes out, I lost interest, and attacks Jericho. Chair to the face, and then Cole falls through the table, Sabu style. Jericho takes out a chain with handcuffs. Cole handcuffs himself to Jericho. Panama Sunrise, which Chris kicks out. The Boom by Adam Cole, and then he hits the Boom again with change around his knee. So the whole match, this crowd is not into this match. And I'm not going to lie, I thought the match was very mid. I thought it was okay. Jericho and Roddy had 100 times better match. This match was very meh. And then we get the meh finish, where Cole is just punching Jericho on the floor, and the ref stops it. It's unsanctioned. Why is the ref deciding to go, oh no, he's had enough? It's unsanctioned. Like, to me, he should have beat the shit out of him and then just pin him. They told us a million times, the ref is only there to count the pin. I'm like, apparently not. So that was whatever, and the crowd didn't know what was going on, and then they booed when the finish happened. So that should let you know how this match went. Yeah, I thought this match was a whatever fest. Then we get FTR versus Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal, Team TNA. Mark Briscoe as the special referee. AEW tag team titles on the line. We get hard chops here by 4 men. Jeff locks in the figure 4 after working over Cash's legs. Cash took a lot of punishment in this match, and I hate it. He's so much better. Dax with a diving headbutt, then the triple German Benoit style, then a big brain buster for a near fall. Jay with the lethal combination. Doomsday device by FTR. Mark freaking kicks out basically everyone who's on the outside. Guitar to Mark Briscoe by Jeff Jarrett. Shatter Machine, there's no ref. Aubrey comes out. Karen attacks her with a guitar. So Karen Jarrett became the biggest babyface note to me. Double lethal injection. We get a stroke by Jarrett. Jeff slaps Mark Briscoe. Then he gets slapped back into another Shatter Machine and done. This was a overbooked fucking mess. But it was at least fun. I get a joy out of Jeff Jarrett, and his shenanigans and all that stuff. I know a lot of people don't, but, it's a TNA guy. And to me, this is when the pay-per-view finally picked up. TNT ladder match. Wardlow versus Christian. Christian still rocking the freaking turtleneck. Christian with a drop kick to the throat of Wardlow. That had to get sucked. Wardlow gets his nuts crushed. He's on top of a ladder. Christian swipes his legs and his penis right through the ladder. World's Strongest Slam by Wardlow. We got a press slam on the ladder where Christian's face bounced off it. Luchasaurus, a.k.a. Kane, came out. They're on the top of the ladder. Christian hits a reverse DDT from the top of the ladder. That was dope. Wardlow hits an Alabama slam on the ladder. And I know that had to suck because every wrestler I've seen says taking the Alabama slam sucks. Like, there's some people that refuse to even take it because it hurts so much. So, hey, that should let you know on the ladder, Christian's crazy with his concussion issues. Wardlow then hits a swanton on the ladder but misses Christian. Wardlow then fucking jumps. He springboards on the ladder. The ladder breaks. I thought for sure he broke his leg or something. He was off for a little bit. Double choke slam by Luchasaurus. Arn ends up. They do this stupid. I hate this whole Arn Anderson thing. Like, I'm sorry, a fucking 90-year-old man sticking a fake gun in my face and they have to sell it. It fucking insults my intelligence. I hate it. Arn Anderson ends up biting Luchasaurus' finger off. There's blood everywhere, and Luchasaurus has like a fake finger with skin missing. I don't know. It was so unneeded. Wardlow with a swanton off the ladder. Jeff Hardy started. He legit repeated the WrestleMania Jeff Hardy swanton through 2 tables. Luchasaurus is dead. That was awesome. People lost their mind. Freaking powerbomb by Wardlow, and Wardlow retains. This match was really fun. I thought it was a good match. It definitely picked it up. Arn Anderson stuff aside, I thought this match really picked up. Sadly, we do get Toni Storm versus Jamie Hayter, and we don't get an actual match because Jamie Hayter is really that hurt. It sucks. I thought it was maybe it was a storyline. But no, Jamie Hayter is done, man. She's done for now. The Outcasts attack Hayter. Chaos all around. Britt comes out trying to make the save. I lost interest once again. We get this spray can to Hayter's face. Haterade, but Tony kicks out. Sheeta comes out. I got interest again. Tony wins after hitting the Storm Zero. New champion, and this time Toni Storm will have a real run. So it sucks for Hayter to end a good title reign like this. But hey, if she can make it back in time and win it in Wembley, that's going to be a big pop, man. We get the House of Black on an open challenge match, which gets answered by the Acclaim and Daddy Ass. We get a sick burn by Max Caster basically saying Buddy Matthews cucks freaking Dominic and Rhea. Jesus Christ. So we get the trios titles on the line. Dealers rules, they don't pick any rules, which already pissed me off. I'm like, if you get to pick rules, pick a fucking rule. Back suplex on the apron by Caster to Buddy. Scissor Me Timbers, which I fucking hate the name of that move. Crossbody onto a chair by Billy. Onto Billy. Hiroshi Hiroshi by Bowens. Meteora by Buddy. Catching super kick by Bowens. Billy goes nuts but eats a black mask, and we are done here. I don't know if I want to see this feud continue. I'd rather just, keep it going, keep it pushing. Then we get a big surprise here. We get the TBS title, Jade versus Taya Valkyrie. And let's give a shout out to Taya Valkyrie. Taya has pulled out so much out of Jade. Like, this has been the best matches of Jade's career. Both matches with Taya. I thought this match was great. Jade with a big special entrance. Same thing with Taya. She got a special entrance. Taya hits a dive on Mark Sterling, and then a pump kick by Jade on the outside. Jade ends up hitting fucking Nakamura's, Ishimori's sliding German. I'm sorry, Taya does. Spinebuster by Jade. Blue Thunderbomb by Taya for a near fall. We get a curve stomp by Taya for a near fall. Road to Valhalla. Jade kicks out. Then she switches it over and hits the Jaded for the win. Then Mark Sterling gets on the mic and basically says, anybody who wants a match or wants a fight, they can accept. So yeah, as soon as Mark Sterling said that, I knew there was something going up here. And then the returning Chris Statlander comes out. This now turns into a match. And as soon as they did that, I'm like, this is such a lame way to end Jade's title run. I don't understand why not just build to it. And Statlander beats her for the TBS title, and that's it. Jade is 60-1. Also a weird number. Why just 60? You could have done 100. You know, you could have had Jade burn through some jobbers and get to 99. I don't know. I just feel like 60 is an odd choice, but good for Chris Statlander. She deserves it after all the shit she's been through. Hopefully she can stay healthy, you know, because she's had a rough go. You know what I'm saying? Such a talented lady, though. We get a 4-way match here. This was the second best match of the whole weekend, next to Dragunov and Dijak. But Sammy versus Darby versus MJF versus Jungle Boy for the AEW World Title. This also not main eventing is a crime, because guess what? This match was better. MJF gets jumped by all men. Darby with his crazy dive. Jungle Boy with his triple dive. Shooting star pressed by Sammy to the outside. Darby with a stun dog millionaire. MJF just yells out, "What the fuck?" Catching cutter on Darby's dive by Sammy. I don't know how he gets that so perfectly. Sammy with a frog splash. Powerbomb into one knee by MJF. Then he hits Made in Japan for a near fall. MJF spits on Darby. Scorpion Death Drop by Darby. Crossroads by MJF. Kill Switch by Jungle Boy. And Sammy with the Code Breaker. They all hit their mentors' moves. That was my favorite spot of the whole match. MJF tells Sammy to lay down because Sammy announces in his entrance that he is having a baby with Tay Mello. So basically, I love how they threw it in there like, dude, you're having a kid, you need this money. Sammy says he's going to do it, fakes it, locks in the wall to Jericho. Darby with a Scorpion Deathlock. 4-way submission move here where everyone's in the submission hold. Canadian Destroyer by pretty much everybody in the whole fucking match at the same time. They all hit a Canadian Destroyer. Then another Destroyer by Jungle Boy. Spanish Fly to the outside takes out everyone by Sammy. Triple eye poke by MJF where he poked all three of them in the eye. Then they all triple super kick MJF. MJF hits the second other best spot of the match, the Awesome Bomb from the top rope. Awesome Bomb. Sammy with the Cody Cutter. Low blow by MJF. Skateboard to the back of the head. Then a coffin drop. But at the same time, Darby did the coffin drop. MJF puts the AEW World Title. Darby smashes into it. And Darby gets beat with a headlock takeover once again. Twice this man has been beat with the headlock takeover. Like, Jungle Boy also ended up losing the match because he wouldn't use the belt. He wouldn't cheat. So that could also lead to his heel turn. That was crazy. We get the Last Supper by Darby in there too. There was a lot going on here. But yeah, that was the second or first best match of the weekend. That was awesome. Then I'm gonna try my best to put some notes to this. We get Anarchy in the arena, the Elite versus the Blackpool Combat Club, and sadly Wheeler Yuta's in this match. I feel like this is why this went down to me. They fight it off as the band performs Wild Thing about 700 times. This is just nuts. So much fighting. Hangman takes off the eye patch to reveal he's just fine. The band plays the song about 3 to 4 times. They double super kick the lead singer, Matt and Jackson. Matt and Nick do. Matt hits 5 Northern Lights suplexes off the top of the ramp to the bottom of the ramp. We got a pop-up powerbomb on the apron by Hangman to somebody. I lost track. Suplex on the barricade by Moxley. On a barbed wire little thing by Moxley. We got a fork to Kenny's head by Moxley. Swing on the food court by Cesaro. Cesaro and Matt are fighting in a pickup truck. There's like 300 matches going on at the same time. We got a suplex on the chair to Nick. Cesaro hits a Suzuki pile driver on the pickup truck's bed. We get the rite of passage by Hangman. Swiss Death by Cesaro. King Kong Lariat, and then the Suzuki pile driver by Moxley. Matt makes his way back to the ring and hits an exploding super kick to Moxley. Yes, you heard me right. His shoe exploded. Then a triple super kick to Wheeler. Buckshot Lariat. Wheeler kicks out. What the fuck were they thinking with that one? Thumbtacks to a barefoot Matt Jackson. His foot was bleeding. It was disgusting. Death Rider, but he kicks out. RKO by Moxley on the tacks. V-trigger by Kenny. Bukkake knee to everyone by Bryan. Thumbtacks in the mouth of Matt Jackson. Then a roaring Swiss uppercut while he has the thumbtacks in his mouth. One-winged angel, but Wheeler saves it. You Can't Escape combo. V-trigger to Yuta. Don Callis then comes in. And fucking Takeshita turns heel. Comes in with a mask. Knees Kenny in the face. And Wheeler Yuta with the screwdriver to the head pins Kenny Omega. And I almost threw my TV out of the window and boycotted AEW. No, this was a good match. As much as I hate Wheeler Yuta, this is a great match. Good story here. I love that Takeshita is finally... It's weird because Takeshita is so over as a babyface. And I wonder myself, will this work? But basically, they made him do one of the most evil things you can do. And Don Callis, as soon as you're with him, you're going to get hated. But I thought it was definitely the weakest Double or Nothing. It was still a fun show. But I don't know. When I look back at it, the pre-show match was mid. The Battle Royal turned pretty good, Chris Jericho and Adam Cole was a fucking letdown to me. FTR and Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal was a mid-match at best. The ladder match was fucking great. Hayter and Tony Storm did what they could do. The House of Black match was fun, not crazy. I feel like it didn't have enough time. The TBS title was really good, but then I don't know how I feel about what they did after. It's a Jade Streak. And the 4-way I feel like this match was saved, this pay-per-view was saved by the 2 main events, but yeah.